Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, guys? We're gonna do a really quick live stream. I think I'm supposed to look right there. I think. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the DC EU really quick. I was gonna do this stream before. There's my girl Marilyn. I was gonna do the stream before the Infinity War trailer yesterday, but maxed out of time since I had to wake up at 6 a.m. Right. But basically, is the DC EU in trouble? My answer would be fuck yes, it is. It's in massive trouble. Like the fact that Justice League is the lowest opening, or I mean, like as far as like opening weekend goes, it's the lowest incoming DC EU film to date, which is insane. I mean, to put this in perspective, opening weekend for Justice League, it made like 93 million, and for BBS, it made 166 million. Fucking Suicide Squad, 133 million. So to say that its performance, box office wise, has been weak is a huge understatement. Huge understatement. Not to mention critically, I think was Justice League at. Justice League is at 41%, like just say on Rotten Tomatoes is one example. It's I don't know. If I were if I was, I guess, the puppeteer pulling the strings behind these DC films, personally, I would halt production on everything and just like do nothing for like at the very least a full year or maybe a full year and a half. Like just do nothing. Like this is the point in time in which the studio heads just need to sit down with the current state of the DCEU, and they really need to think carefully moving forward, because the fact that Justice League is not going to hit a billion, I don't even know if Justice League is gonna I don't even know if Justice League's gonna cross the $700 million mark worldwide, grossing wise. Um, I just they just seem so fucked. It's ever since BVS, right? Because with BVS they tried to do like Batman vs Superman, but then they tried to shoehorn in like these Doomsday, and then like the death of Superman, and like Justice League is like wow. They tried to do too much. All right, they tried to do too much at one time. Um, it's almost like they looked at what Marvel has. Someone made a joke. Someone made a joke the other day about what was it? Someone's messaging me. Someone sent me a joke where they were like, they had just seen the Infinity War trailer, and they were like, "Oh, the DCEU, they're gonna have Justice League out in 3 months to try to catch up." And while it was funny, that's kind of what the performance of the DCEU has been up until this point. I loved the Man of Steel. I love Wonder Woman. I gave both movies a 9 out of 10, and I did like Justice League. But it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like I see so many fanboys being like, well, I like Justice League. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, is that good enough? Is that good enough? Like, you know how big of a fan? Hold on a second. I gotta show you something. Alright, because I already know someone's gonna be like, oh, well, he's just a fucking Marvel head. Now, this is on extraordinarily short notice. This stuff just so happened to be lying around. But, I just want to show you just how much love I got for the DC universe. For all you sons of bitches that are just like, oh well, he's just a Marvel fanboy. He doesn't know. First off, this is one of the greatest things I've ever read in my whole life. I technically have 2 copies of this bad boy, but or used to. The original copy, I think it got fucking fucked up. By the way, when I first bought this, I think this was like, okay, so it's $29.95. When I first bought this, true story, this was the first $30. I ever personally spent. Anyway, Kingdom Come, again, one of my favorite things all time. Okay, all time. And I got this very recently, or I got it as a gift, but because I got it as a gift because I love DC. I love DC. I'm not a hater, right? Not a hater. But they're in trouble, and they either need to just like, I don't know. It's weird. But I think at this point, the only way to save themselves is to sort of do some form of a reboot in a sense, like keep Jason Momoa's Aquaman, because you already got the movie coming out. All right, so it's too late, motherfucker. So keep Aquaman, keep Gal Gadot as well as Wonder Woman. We're solid there. We as the audience, we like her. We can dig it. Israeli Marilyn Monroe, we love it. Henry Cavill should stay as super. Actually, like everybody except for Batman should go, because it's pretty clear. Like, I love Ben Affleck as Batman, but let's get real here. I think Ben Affleck is done as Batman, and he's trying to jump ship immediately. If you don't believe me, there's plenty of evidence on this. Just look at plenty of interviews, Google, whatever. But yeah, I think Ben Affleck is going to jump ship as soon as possible, if he hasn't already, in terms of playing Batman anymore. So yeah, just find a replacement for Batman and find a sensible way of rebooting this shit. Cause shit's not working. It's almost like ever since BVS, I don't know. It's like the audiences. I just don't think that they care because of the word of mouth. The word of mouth is such a big thing. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't like BVS and you didn't like Suicide Squad, and you're like, all right, let me at least just wait around for word of mouth, and I'll decide then. And then you see the word of mouth, and then you see like on Rotten Tomatoes, like well, when they were even, never mind Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, like, I think opinions are pretty mixed about Justice League, in my opinion. I don't look at Justice League and go, oh, universally praised amongst fans and critics. Nah, I don't get that at all. I think it's pretty mixed, but so yeah, I think word of mouth just killed Justice League, unfortunately. And for Justice League to fail, which it did. Like, I liked Justice League, but I'll admit, even as someone who liked Justice League, I thought it was a good film. It failed. It really did. It did nothing in terms of like bringing people on board who were skeptical or hated BVS and Suicide Squad. So yeah, I think they just need to reboot largely some aspects of the story so far, and just move forward more refined and more sensibly. Stop trying to take these shortcuts to catch up to Marvel, because the shit's not working. Okay, it's not working. All right, if it didn't work with BVS and Justice League, it ain't working. Take more time with these characters. Take more time to try to tell a great story. People are so happy that, like, oh, I like Justice League. You shouldn't have liked it. You should have loved it. Okay, it should have been great. It should have been exceptional. That's what they need to do. Because I think Marvel. I think one of the reasons why they've been so successful up until this point is that Marvel is genuinely, at least since Phase 2. I'm not gonna lie to you. With the exception of Iron Man and Avengers, I thought that Phase 1 of the MCU was real weak. Weak as fuck. Fuck, I'll say it again. Weak as fuck. All right. Phase 2, I didn't care until Winter Soldier, and I was like, oh, well, this is really fucking good. Goddamn. And ever since then, the MCU has just been like, wham! Just skyrocketing towards the fucking the stratosphere, because it feels like Marvel's trying to make great films, not like just these passable whatevers until we get to the big event, But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this because it's been stuck on my mind. It's been eating me alive. I love DC. I really do. And the DCEU is in such trouble. Holy shit. If the next couple steps forward are not like 9s or 10s, they're in trouble. Like, if the next couple steps forward are not critically acclaimed films, they shit. I mean, fuck. At that point, let's say like two DCEU films from now, or 3. If they are performing just like Justice League or worse, they might have to reboot everything entirely. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to get my thoughts out about this shit. It makes me so sad to have to talk about this. But it's the fucking truth, alright? But let me know your thoughts down below. Is there a way for me to... Oh, there is. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to smash that like button and subscribe as well. Let me know your thoughts. Did I already say that already? Okay, it's time for me to leave. I'm gone. I gotta go to work. Bye.